Now, you may have noticed, if you've listened to a few episodes of this podcast or heard me speak at all, that I tend to talk about things in threes. And you'll find that in real life, things that come in threes tend to have a certain ring to them, a certain feeling about them. And that's what we're talking about in today's episode 914 of the Daily Sales Message podcast, where every single day I share a piece of simple and actionable advice that's designed to help you feel more confident and sell more stuff too. Now, there is a word for this, and I've been using this. I've been aware of the magic of three for quite some time, but only really in the last few weeks and months did I come across the term tricolon. Tricolon. That is the linguistic wordplay term for this, and basically it's a posh way of saying if you say things in threes, they're kind of memorable and they kind of stick. And I think the reason is, if you have a list with two things in it, it's not really a list, is it? It's very short. Four or more gets a bit harder to remember. So three things, particularly if they're somewhat related, if they alliterate, so they have a similar sound to them, and particularly if they rhyme, it just helps to be sticky in the mind of your buyer. And this is something that I'm always talking about to my potential clients and people on my podcast, YouTube channel, etc. Being memorable is not an accident. Being memorable is something you can engineer. There is a process, there is a structure, there's over 100 different ways that you can do it. I've mapped them all out. It's not something necessarily that happens by chance. It happens through frameworks, not guesswork. And tricolons, talking in threes, is one of those ways to do that. So the next time that you're sharing a list with somebody of reasons you should do this, or what's in our offering and why this and blah, 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 make your list 3 bullet points and notice how much easier it is for you to recall and to say, but also how much easier it is for the person you're talking to take it on board and also to remember it too. Right, that's it for this episode of the podcast. Thank you for listening or watching all the way to the end as we barrel on ever closer to episode 1000. Look forward to seeing you then in about 80 or so episodes time. But thank you for listening or watching to the end. I appreciate it. I'll catch you tomorrow for another exciting edition of the Daily Sales Message.